So, the majority, the sweeping majority of US atheists who believe that abortion should be legal are white men. 92% of US atheists believe in supporting abortion. But you've been always told, and all of us, that atheism is somehow free thinking. Now, atheism has always presented this case of being a group of free thinkers, with pop atheists like Dawkins and others, of somehow we're removed from our shackles of dogma, and now we can think freely with intellectualism and science and reasoning, and that religious people are more indoctrined and socially constructed views are what pushes them to do the decisions. But is that true though? I'm saying not. You see, with this number, like 92%, I become really skeptical of people agreeing, having a group of people agreeing on a particular issue to that degree. It shows me that something more is going on there. You can only expect that amount of people to agree on something if it's pizza, for example. So what else is going on there? Now you might say, okay, maybe they're free thinkers and they've reached this decision rationally. They thought about it, they saw the evidence and the scientific evidence, and they're convinced that way. But is that true? You see in that same poll, 78% are white. I can get the argument of truth, right, and reasoning towards truth. Reasoning should get you truth, but I don't see how it links to race. Who else supports abortion in the world? You see, the number one country, in general, since the 50s, abortion has been legal in China. So as freedom thinkers, you're agreeing with another counter, is China. So is it again socially constructed fact? I really think it is. And there's another data point. 70-something% are men. I think I'll leave that to the feminists. So the majority, the sweeping majority of US atheists who believe that abortion should be legal are white men. A very important point to note here. About 70% of US atheists are of a democratic lean. So they believe in values, in particular values of freedom and democracy. Okay, which country has the most atheists? China. And they had abortion legal since the 50s. You have a group of people with atheistic lean with democratic and freedom values, with values that are akin to freedom, totally agree with another society that's totally to the counter. So, is atheism not an ideology? Is atheism not a religion? You know, there is a concept of civil religion, which was mentioned by Jean-Jacques Rousseau. And it's about this idea that ideology takes place of religion, of the mystic religions. You also have ideologies, and they inform your life, and you're not actually that free in choosing them. That your beliefs are just as socially constructed as anything else. And a few extra points with these polls. Same-sex marriage is also over 90%. And you are agreeing now with China, which is closing on to 60-something%. So you have two countries, two group of people with two completely opposite value systems. That's of freedom and that's of the counter. And you're given 1 point. You see, in these types of polls, you find a particular idea that's being pushed, and I would like to argue that maybe as atheists, you're not actually free. You're not really that free from the shackles that bind you with society to inform you to do one thing rather than the other. You're not that much of free thinkers, actually. Now I'm going to talk more about religion and atheism and secularization in other videos, so stay tuned and watch.